I'll tell you, all this decadence, and we still haven't nuked ourselves out of here. It's amazing. With a little luck and a whole lot of hope, I think maybe the human race might live to see another 220 years. And with that in mind, happy birthday, America!
What is going on? Happy 4th. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. So, I'm going to try not to be super distracted. I'm going to have to multitask because I'm going to have to work on getting a video fixed for Instagram. That being said, yeah, we're going to celebrate the 4th right here on Tin Roof. So welcome back to Tin Roof Podcast, where we talk everything metal, country, and pretty much whatever we want. So yeah, today we are talking America. I'm really bad about putting my eyes on the little circle. I usually end up looking over here at the camera, and so so I can see what all is going on, reading all my different gauges and stuff for what I am doing. But I'm going to do my best to focus on that little lens. Or just stare at the ground. So, happy 4th of July. Hoping to be able to have a minute to to edit a section of one of my favorite, used to be one of my favorite movies. Used to be able to watch it on, around here it was Channel 11, KLPR. It was, if you don't know the movie, Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man. It's very lewd and whatnot. I highly recommend watching the edited version, in all honesty. But the whole, concept of it is Harley Davidson, Marlboro Man, are headed back to Vegas to kind of have a reunion with friends, that is also their family. And so when they're trying to do this, they end up finding out that this bank is taking over Vegas, and they're also running drugs. And so they're stopping the evil bank from taking over Vegas and running drugs. And it's kind of a cool story. Action-packed, very much an 80s movie. It's got Don Johnson and Mickey Rourke in it, and it is, honestly, it's good old school 80s fun. I'm trying to go for a Jasta vibe here with this, and I am going to be all over the place because I'm recording this tonight, Monday night. It's been so long since we've done an episode. It's late. I'm not going to go as long as what I normally do because of that. But I really wanted to get with you guys, talk some music, talk cooking, because I've been doing a lot of that lately. And I guess we could talk some rally too, if we got some time. But, man, music, Orbit Culture, cannot wait for that album to drop in October. Cannot wait for Lorna Shore's new album. Morgan Wade has been dropping a handful of singles. I also use ton way more than I should. Post Malone has said his next album will very much be like more traditional country as opposed to like the 2000s or like early 2000s-ish vibe for his last album. Super excited about that, in all honesty, because that's what I wanted from the first one. Remember, about a year ago we were talking about it. Where's the Dwight Yoakam stuff? Where's the XYZ? We're getting it, which I'm super excited about. I think I said this the last time we were together in a podcast. I've kind of become addicted to Morgan Wallen's new album. Guys, for 37 songs, there's not a single bad song on there. I can't believe this, but I've definitely become a Morgan Wallen fan. I can't believe that. Like, what? So whenever I first listened to him, it was like not my thing. Even like a lot of people like the Let the Liquor Talk song. It's catchy, whatever, blah 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 blah. But it's not for me. Then I listened to I'm the Problem, and I wrote the book. That was pretty much like the only Morgan Wallen song I really liked. My wife likes a handful of his songs, so I had to listen to him because of that. And I was okay with it. I wasn't necessarily like over the moon about it. So Morgan Wade's album that's coming out is The Party Is Over, Recovered. So was this an older album that she's redoing? Psychopath, Reckless? No. Okay. I didn't think so. Interesting. But, man, East Coast, Left Me Behind, Party Is Over are the 3 songs that are off of there. And I'm a big Morgan Wade fan, too. I really started listening to her about a year ago and been sold ever since. Not quite a year ago. Probably like 7 or 8 months ago. And, guys, another one just out there killing it. I got to tell you. Haven't really listened to Dirk Bentley's new album. I need to do that, I guess. Looking at some of the new ones. Parker McCollum's got a new album out. That might be one I have to listen to. It may not even be like necessarily my thing, but I'm trying to give guys chances because of this podcast, doing reviews and whatnot. I don't think I want to be one of the reaction people. I don't think that that's my style. Could I react to songs? Oh, absolutely. Because I do all day long at work whenever I'm listening to new ones. I'm like, oh, or ah, or this is boring. And so I could easily do it. But, it's not something I... Nelly dropped a country song. Okay, interesting. Do I have to give that one a shot? Same with the Motley Crue one. Like, do I really have to listen to the Motley Crue album? Alright. Make you a deal. I will listen to one Motley Crue country song. If it ain't doing, it ain't doing. Also, there's going to be the national anthem at the beginning of this. So you already know that 7 minutes in that you also listened to the national anthem at this point. But I love my country. I'm very excited that it is the 4th of July, especially since I'm like way into barbecue now, apparently. I've really been having a lot of fun cooking. My schedule has been really busy this summer. And so obviously, because it's been like, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month since I was able to record any podcasts. So cooking has been the way I've been able to be creative. I've been working on some writing and whatnot, but writing is not as easy these days at the moment as what it used to be before I ever even started podcasting or making cooking videos. And it's not even necessarily because I'm doing those things. Regular life is insane, but I am insanely blessed. So, cooking is the outlet at the moment, And that being said, I've entered in my first competition. And that has been a ton of fun. I did a rib cook, and it was a blast. I don't think I'm gonna win. I'm fairly confident that I'm not gonna win. Did they look good? I thought so. We'll have to wait and see all the other submissions. But why are those ribs yellow? Oh, they're corn ribs. That's why. I don't think I'm gonna win. I made cowboy candy apple ribs, and I will know tomorrow morning ish, tomorrow at some point, if I won or not. But there's so many other really good options. A lot of people used jalapenos, which, I mean, jalapenos are fantastic. But so cowboy candy apple ribs, I made my own fried apple mix using Heath Rowell's honey rub. This competition is done through Heath Rowell's, by the way. So I used Heath Rowell's honey rub, Pink Lady apples, diced jalapenos, butter, sugar, and butter, sugar, and what else? Cinnamon. And so really, really good, unique flavor, and that was like my topping. But before I ever even did that, I seasoned, first of all, cut the ribs to competition style as best as I could. Is it a great cut? Could do a little bit better. There was a couple little things that I missed that I could tweak, but much better than the first time I tried to do competition cuts. It was very squared, so I was very happy. Had a nice even cook. Then I made my own barbecue sauce. So seasoned with the ribs with garlic jalapeno rub from Heath Rowell's. Then made my own barbecue sauce. Jalapeno juice, apple sauce, ketchup, the nines. And mixed it all together. Thickened it up as best as I could. Was worried it wasn't going to be sticky the way I wanted it to be sticky. So I put a little bit of brown sugar on the ribs. Sauced the foil. Meat side down into the foil. Basted the back with a brush to sauce it, and wrapped it, and they were fantastic. Now, is everybody gonna like them? Are they win worthy? I don't know. Am I happy with what I submitted? Yes. You can definitely see that my hairline is receding. As I make fun of myself and notice my own faults in this video. That's fantastic. Neat. I do hope I do well. I tried very hard. Wah! I tried very hard. Some people did regular ribs. Didn't go crazy, but then other people, there's a jalapeno peach rib that looks really good. Stop it. So there's some good options out there. Yeah. I'm happy to have finally competed in my first competition. That was the goal this year, was to compete in some competitions. I was thinking more of in person and getting to do it that way, but these recipe competitions starting off isn't a horrible thing. Maybe I'll get a chance to do a wingding or something later in the year. I don't know, but this is a step forward, and so getting that step forward is very big in my mind, and I'm very happy about it. That being said, next week's competition through Heath Rowell's is a steak competition, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. I'm not telling you my recipe just yet. Perhaps I'll tell you next Monday. But we've got another episode of Tin Roof before we even get that far, because we've got the final show for Black Sabbath and Ozzy on Saturday, and Ozzy is expecting to die. However, this is not their episode. They are getting their own special episode on July 5th. So, listen, if you are watching this, please, if you really, I don't know how to say it. I want you guys to help me with a big send-off for Ozzy and Sabbath because not just what they mean to me, but what they mean to the genre. Dio, I've even said it, was my favorite Sabbath lead singer. Not to throw shade at Ozzy at all, because Ozzy's stuff is phenomenal. Will always be a fan of it. But there's just, like, that time period of Sabbath was just so good. And Black Sabbath they're the Beatles of the metal world. And I think it's appropriately so because, well, they were inspired by the Beatles. But we're going to stop there. Other than saying, if you have anything you would love to mention about Black Sabbath, please send me a video of you like talking about your top 5 favorite songs, a favorite memory linked to their music, a time you went to one of their concerts, Ozfest, whatever. If it's Ozzy and Sabbath related, I want to hear it. If you're a band and you still want to somehow manage to fire out a cover version of one of their songs and me share it on this podcast, let me know and we will do it. But you got to the 5th, so you only have a handful of days before it drops, because I'm recording this on either Thursday night or July 4th, so that way it can drop on the 5th. And man, how huge is that? Like that's a big deal. But this is not their episode. I keep saying it. This is America's episode. So how old is America? Because we're pushing 250. I know that. 248 years old. So we got 2 more years on our. $249. So next year is 250. Wow. What? That's crazy. Which makes sense. 1776, 2026. Go us. Like, it's a good thing we haven't killed it yet. But man, eat all the hot dogs. Drink all the Arnold Palmers. I say that because I'm not an alcohol drinking person. Drink up all the sodies, whatever. Like, this is a time to celebrate. And honestly, like, 4th of July has to be a top 5 holiday for me, because let's see, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. How about that? Number 4. Don't even think I really have a top 5. I think it's a top 4. Maybe New Year's for the 5th, just because I like to hang out and have a good time. I didn't know how else to word it, but man, woo, Dale Earnhardt. No, I'm kidding, but not really all at the same time. I love how much like barbecue is associated with the 4th of July, and how much, I mean, music has a huge part of it. Like, I'll never forget seeing Hatebreed for the first and so far only time. I'm hoping to remedy that soon. Really trying to go to their Lamb of God Hatebreed Guar show in Virginia. It would require an Airbnb and a flight and all that stuff, but really trying to go to that show just because Lamb of God and Hatebreed are 2 of my favorite bands. I've never seen Guar. That would be a cool one to have on the checklist of seeing. So we'll see. But Hatebreed came out, like, they did the national anthem and then they came out, and I think that's just so cool. I love Hatebreed. I love America, and so it was just awesome. And Jamie wears a Raiders jersey out on the stage all the time, which I love, because football. But we have so many opportunities here. Like, even if you don't like it here, you can voice that you don't like it here. There's so many places where if you don't like it there, you can't voice it. They're like, too bad, get in the gulag. Horrible Russian accent, yes, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we are incredibly blessed. All right, so had to take a quick break before finishing this. America is a wonderful place. We are able to, like I was saying, able to protest even if we don't like it here, and that is extremely important. All voices can be heard. I'm gonna leave it there, but man, we're so blessed, and I'm just amazed at all the different opportunities we have here because of our forefathers and what they afforded us. But not just them, like they had a focus of sorts on godly values and morals, and all I ask is that you do a historical, like, just study. Open up the Bible, put it out there, look at what happened with the Romans and the Greeks, and just look at both things side by side, and just see what you see. Go into it, open mind, and just see what you see. I'm not wanting to get all political on this episode. I'm really not, because this is supposed to be fun. So, I don't know what I'm cooking for this weekend. I know, obviously, the Heath Riles barbecue thing. I know Under Exile is coming out with a redo of their first album, which is The Watchers. And I was hoping for something along these lines soon from Under Exile. And we're so close to getting, like, new music. Okay, so they released the first song, The Watchers redo, on June 20th. But I can't wait to hear the rest. That being said, guys, get out there, get some coals hot, have some fun, smoke something. Don't use propane for anything other than a black stone, please. Cook your dogs on... Stop it. Cook your dogs on charcoal, on a smoker. Don't grill your steaks on propane unless you're doing it on a Blackstone. Please. Public service announcement. You'll also be doing yourself a favor. Again, I guess opinion, but I don't know what all else I'm going to cook this week. I know I keep saying that, but I keep circling back to it because I want to provide some insight. We got a couple of group gatherings going on, and I know I want to cook for those. I'm thinking a dip for one, thinking beans for the other. I don't know. We'll see. That's probably it. God bless the USA. God bless you, and keep it rocking, and join us again here under this tin roof.